Good morning. Hey, Patty Grace. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We fell asleep very early last night. It's very early for you over there, Patty. Are you up late? Or have you not even gone to bed yet? We have the rain. It is beautiful out this morning though. It's not cold. It was very mild all last night compared to the 2 nights previous. It was like, see you later, Ava. It was like at least 5 to 7 degrees in temperature up for the night. You could feel it. I was just like absolutely roasting. Good morning. Everybody really quiet this morning. It's like, what? Good morning, Laura. It's just bedhead. You think I'd fix my hair like before I'd come on or something, wouldn't you? How are we this morning? No, chicken, I'm in Wicklow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Random scrollers, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, good morning. The love, guys, free love. If you can tap this shit out of that screen, please do. Good morning, Cottage Clove. I didn't sleep too bad. It was broken sleep. I was awake every single hour. Well, not every single hour, right? Because I fell asleep really early. I fell asleep like at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I slept till about 1, 2 a.m. I think it was. And then it was every hour then. But I still got to sleep. I was awake very early. I was just playing with the doggies for the last hour and giving them a feed. Enjoy your school, Lucy. You used to get a lot of school kids in the morning. Good morning, hi. Fiona, good morning, chicken. Good morning, good morning, good morning, wherever we are on this beautiful universe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. It was at 2:39 a.m. there in... Is it California? Or is it New York? Oh, I think it's New York. No, it's not New York, because that's 2:39 now. It was 4:20 somewhere in the world at 9:20 in the morning here. In America somewhere. Finally some sun. Yeah, we've had the sun for the last 2-3 days. Yeah, California, sweet peas in California. So, yeah, it's literally the early hours of the morning, like they're like 12 o'clock at night or something. I'm not very good at maths now, right? Oh, you're from California originally? Very good. The pinnacle of 420. Them's the boys that have it. Humboldt. I don't actually know it now, but I remember the name being said. There was something about that on TV, but I cannot remember where. Was it in some TV series or something, Humboldt? Good morning, gymnastics girl. It's a beautiful morning. Good morning, Val. Or towel dries. What we towel drying, Paddy? Oh, welcome to our beautiful page, Starbar. And where am I situated? I am in Wicklow Chicken. My doggies are brilliant. One's under the blankies asleep, and then the other's on top of the blankies. So I've just been playing with them for the last hour. They've just got fed in the last half hour, 20 minutes. When I mean, like, Storm wakes up a very happy doggy. Like, if you're not in good mood for that dog, when I mean she's bouncing all over you the minute she's waiting for you to open your eyes. Waiting for you to open your eyes. Like, and you can see she's holding. Summertime it might become more, but like their body clock is between 6 and 8 for their food. So I don't know whether it's the excitement that she's going to get up and give me food, but it's not. You can see that she to play at for breakfast. Right. But yeah, just the excitement. It's, yeah, if you were not in good mood, she would put a smile on your face. But I'm just like, sometimes it is. When I mean, like, it can be, hey Chris, it can be very overwhelming and very intense when you've just woken up. Thank you, Starbar, for the follow. Good morning, Leanda. I love it when I get you on. I've only just come on. How are we this evening, Chris? Yeah, intense. But you know, she shows, and they show a complete unconditional love. They completely show an unconditional love. So you just don't get it from anyone, like. But she does. She shows love more in abundance. Sky shows a little bit of love. She does. She comes and gets it when she wants it. But with Storm, it's different. It's a different kind of love. They're both gorgeous, but they're both very, very differently unique in their own ways. How are we healing, Chris? Are we doing okay? Right, Leanda. Right, I know exactly. We'd be lost without them, because, like, even to get up in the morning to go feed them, like, even if you're not feeding yourself, right, you're feeding an animal, you have to get up for them. The walk is the same thing. Like, and I think that's why I specifically got a little bit of a bigger breed, or more of an excitable breed, rather than a dog that was just going to sit on my lap all day. Do you know what I mean? So, like, they're very challenging. So I think that's a great purpose, as a challenging dog. You had a nasty... Oh, what did you have? What happened, Chris? Good morning, little Haven. How are we, chicken? How's pup? Yeah, having an animal has helped me a lot myself. For healing and for purposes, right? Now, like, even with Uncle Liam, because Uncle Liam needs a purpose of a doggy too. That's the thing. And with Coconut, he had the same thing. With the two dogs, he has the same thing. But he just doesn't have the pressure of minding them or anything like that. They come over and they give him so much love. They love Uncle Liam. Right, so it benefits us all. It really, really does. So it's not just for me, it's for Uncle Liam. And it's not just for Sky. Storm is for Sky. So they all have a purpose in our little pack. Man's best friend, woman's best friend too. Always, little Haven. Good morning, Neve. Good morning. We are. Sky's under the covers. She's like, there she is. That's the end of her here. She's under the blankies. And Storm is just there. they love, when I mean they love their bit of rest. Like we've had a little bit of an hour's playing, a bit of training. So it's nice. Good morning, Dawn. How are we, chicken? It is a beautiful day. I rescue and Talis, so I have animals. And Baxter, I never refuse help, even though it's hectic, right? That's the thing, Leander. You're always feeling for the animal instead of yourself, right? You're always feeling for the animal, and it can be as hectic as that, and then sometimes that's just as good as no chaos. Do you know what I mean? Chaos and no chaos, it doesn't matter, because it can be organised. It can be very, very organised, hectic, chaotic, an environment, but it still can be organised. Good morning, lovely. I watch you all the time. Just curious, how do you source electricity? Power banks. We have... These come in very handy. I have two 30,000 amps, and I've got a couple of small ones. There's a 50,000 and another 30,000. So like I've got 4 power banks, but I use these two mainly. But yeah, that's how I get electricity. But thank you for your question, Tisha, and welcome to our beautiful, beautiful space. Thank you so much. Bless. They are, but you know what? They're very exceptional dogs in my eyes. Like, they really are. And I've healed an awful lot through Sky, and I've learned an awful lot through Sky. Not so much Storm. Storm has just come in to the pack to alleviate some of Sky's issues, which was literally 90% gone for the challenges, like, do you know what I mean? So Storm came at the very right time, and the whole lot. So yeah, everything is all fitted into place really, really well. I have 2 cats, and I have 2 refrigerators, and a regular one and a small one, and one of my cats knows. That's mad. They're so clever though as well. They watch all the time. It is, Tisha, it is indeed. I put the soft food in the small fridge, and he knows it as he sits in front of it. Right, so like that, they're so clever. Like, right, for finding water, right, Storm, for some reason, even from when she was a pup, she'd literally find water. Even though if there was no water in the bowl, she'll go search it out. But Sky never did that. Even as a pup, she'll just wait for her water to be given, like, and just even usually it's in the bowl, or let's say if it's in the morning or if it's after the food and you forget to fill the bowl, and oh yeah, she needs a suppies, right? But Storm, if there was no suppies there, she'd go look for suppies. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, where did she get that from? Because like Sky never had that. So you just notice certain behaviours that they do. Oh, very much so, Leander, very much so, chicken. Good morning, MT. Hi, David, I love your neck tattoo. Thank you so much. I've got lots more. Hand, arms, one leg. And I will be adding more, because the other hand needs to be done on the fingers. Love all animals, but cats choose us. Oh, I sent an invitation to somebody. I didn't mean to send an invitation. Who did I send an invitation to? I didn't say it. That was by accident, because I was just scrolling on the screen. Good morning, Fifi. I love all dogs, but cats choose us, and we choose dogs. Well, cats do. Cats are very individualistic animals. Yeah, I would, but not to abuse AA2, not to abuse chicken. But yes, I definitely would. Not going to any other realms or anything, but just to open up a few little eye-openers in your body for spirituality reasons, definitely. But not to be going all out, my love. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Anne. There's a guy on here called Mushy Man. If you go look up his page, there's so much. So, like, I'd only have my information, but he has lots more. Mushy Man, he's called on here, AA2, and he's very good at what he does. So, yeah, he'll give you lots of information, or if you look at his page, there's so much of it as well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well too, Danielle. I hope you as well too. How are we this morning, Anne? Was there much on last night? Did you just get up to much last night? Yeah, we're okay. Small bit of broken sleep, like, but other than that, we was awake very early. We went to sleep early too, so I had like about 3. I put on there's a mantra video that I play a lot. I've been playing it maybe for the last 6 years. So it's a music mantra, and it's on for 1 hour. So I fell asleep to that, and yeah. So once I fell, I was asleep for about 3 hours, and then I woke. I was waking every hour. Usually it was 1:11, 2:22, 3:33, 4:44, and then it was 5:45. But I wake at mad times when I looks at me clock. I take screenshots when I wake as well, like, you know, and I look at times on the phone, especially if you wake at certain hours. Yeah, I'm always taking screenshots, or of things I see, because like everything is signs to me, and not synchronicities, but more signs, and numbers jump out so much as well. See you later and start work. You have a great day too. Good morning. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, Waverstone. Waver Stronghold. I can never read that word. Stronghold, we'll just call you. Waverans. Quiva. Hey, Quiva. We have a good few Quivas that come in here, love. 3:30 is my default, right? They're the hours that you take in the most energy in the morning. Yeah, it's summertime mainly, so like when it starts getting brighter. Winter times would be between 6 and 8, and then in the summertime it's more between 4 and 7. Just depending on how I've slept throughout the night. But we used to be on, like, all last summer, we were on very early every morning. Like, we used to come on between 5:30 and 6:30. Then we'd be on then till about 8:30. So we'd always get a nice few people. But like, it's a lot of people during the middle of the night in America that we'd usually get in. Because like, as I said, it's the middle of the night in America even now. So yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's 4 a.m. tomorrow. I take Keen to sport. I gotta get up at 4 a.m. Fucking hell. Sports at 4 a.m. Dedication, dedication, dedication. Say, find something you love and let it kill you. But it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Training anyway. Training has to be done. If you don't do the training, you can't be good at something, right? The practice, the practice, the practice. But you see, this is the thing, I know, and the kids can get bored very, very easily, right? And we turn around and say, oh, yeah, we do this and we do that and we do that. And you have to find something that they really like, because the amount of hours and efforts it goes in, like let's say the hurling, the football, the GAA, the basketball, there's so many things that they swim in, there's so many things that they can be doing at school, and then it's to pick one of them things that they're naturally good at, like, and not the one that they've been forced into by parents, like, do you know? So yeah, it's good to see, but it's some amount of error. I like, oh my god, I remember the the trips and the matches and the fall downs, the arguments, the hurts, the pains, the bruises. So much, but look, at it was all worth it. Like, yeah, I've paid for a season. He will love it around. Right, so this is the whole thing. Right, so between the money and the amount of time and effort it goes to drive them back and forth, right? And Saturday mornings, weekends are absolutely taken. Like, do you know what I mean? Weekends are gone. Do you know, for all day long, like running around, dropping them there, picking them up here, one kid there, like, and Yeah, and then when they get to teenage years and they kind of don't want to do all of that, like, and then they get girlfriends and then they get social lives and then they want to go to discos and yeah. And especially if you live in a rural area where like that you have to drive everywhere where there's no buses. Right, it's a little bit different if you live in a town and you can kind of give a little bit of leeway to kids, but then the more leeway you give like the peers and the influences in some places is absolutely ridiculous. So I'd be wary of letting me kids out now, like, and that's the God's honest truth. I'm glad that actually like my boys were reared in the country, but at the same time there was still influences in where we live. So it's absolutely mad when you think of it, of environments and yeah, the small rural environments, that they're very close-knit little communities. And these communities have people like that just are curtain twitchers looking out their windows to judge you at all times. Like, so it's mad because you'd have it in towns, but not as intense as what it'd be in a smaller community. It's more noticeable in a smaller community, so it's not as noticeable in a bigger community in a town. Good morning, Gerard. Oh, stop. Yeah, I even get anxiety just thinking about what young kids have to go through these days, and the peer pressure that they have from hurt kids being reared by hurt parents, right? Or parents in any kind of environment, right, that's not positive, right, and doesn't give their forward 2 cents, like, to make the kids go forward and make them think and make them curious and make them see that there's something outside of life than being nasty to others. Like, do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. One point, a village, that's not a fucking village, that is a whole fucking country. That's nearly a half a whole country. I think like we're 4 to 6 million or something like that, Chris. So like that's literally what, 1/4, maybe nearly half of Ireland. Nearly half of Ireland, that is. So when you think of it, like, there could be only 500 people, like sometimes less the smaller the village, right? So like maybe from 100 to 500 people. Yeah, 5 million people. Fucking hell. Also the agenda of transgender. What do you mean, Siobhan Chicken? There's so many people, or well, like, right, close now, I'm telling you as well, but like the smaller communities, because for being LGBTQ, do you know what I mean, and being the only fucking gays in a village, it was horrible. It was horrible the way that you got made feel for no reason, just because you were you. But I didn't ever give a shit. I never give a shit, like, do you know what I mean? I was still me, but at the same time, I only had one ring closest, and I think I did it once as a child. But my son rollerblade, right, and he went ice skating for the very first time, like, just put on the ice skates and just started ice skating, right, and I like, what the fuck, but he was on rollerblades, so he kind of had that, I think, just the movement of the body or whatever, and I was just like, my God, I couldn't even stand up. I couldn't even stand up without falling. People, teachers, jump on the bandwagon. There are no people with same-sex couples. There are no people with... I'm trying to understand that, Siobhan, actually. And I can't. There is no people. Yeah, I'm lost. That's straight over my head, chicken. But yeah, I don't know what's the topic of conversation, because like, if that kind of was that on topic, what I was speaking about is because I don't remember what I was speaking about there, about if it's anyway 20 seconds ago, straight over my head and it's gone. The universe has it. Good morning, Kira D. But it's mad though, because like, when a question comes in, it's like sometimes sometimes my brain cannot process words, right? And I'm just, people in small towns are not accepting on the same. Oh yeah, no, there we go, right? So that's a little bit more understanding. No, I get you completely. No, I do know. I lived in that environment for like 8-9 years, so I do know. 12, 9 years, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 years in like small close knit environments and communities. No matter where you went in any of them communities, sub villages, whatever. So hey Keely, how you going, chicken? Right, right. And the farm would probably be huge, fucking thousands of acres, like. But yeah, they'd probably have a place on like maybe 80 to 100 to maybe 300 acres, like. But down the country is beautiful because like everything is green. Nature is beautiful in the country. When I mean like you've just got nature in abundance down there. Do you know what I mean? On your doorstep. You do have it here a little bit in towns in Ireland as well, but just not as much. Like just the green grass, the smell of the grass being cut. Like there's loads of different more smells and just more everything to make you feel down the country. Like I think even the trees, he just does all more just that bodily scent, like the earthy scent. Very lucky, very. Thank you so much, Siobhan. This is just the woke up look. This is the woke up look. I haven't even fixed me hair. I haven't did nothing. I just come on. I have my couple of wakes and bakes in the morning. I had an hour with the doggies. Hey Paula, I had an hour with the doggies and fed them, and they're gone back asleep again. And I said I'd come live for a little bit. I've got to go over to Uncle Liam's now early enough this morning, so I have a few bits to do. I'm good, Paula. I'm good, chicken. Boat camp and Girl Scouts going to the pool, picnics. Picnics were a big thing, like with my Uncle Liam when we were younger. Picnics were a big thing, going on walks and adventures, like, I used to love that. Good morning, Bella Ray. Have a beautiful day too, Chris. See you later soon. See you later soon. See you later, chicken. My God, I was like, there's nothing coming out of this mouth this morning. My mother would never get me a bike. That's like a big child thing. Like, so I've bought loads of bikes for myself as an adult. But yeah, no, my mother would. I got a scooter, and then when it got punctured, it would never get fixed for me. So yeah, I didn't have it for long. The doggies are great. As I said, Sky's in under the blankies asleep, and Storm is on top of the covers. She doesn't go under the covers. As she said, like even at the 14 degrees when I think we were 14 degrees at one of the days last week, and she ended up eating her cooling mat. So a lovely lady on here, Linda Willow, she got Sky a cooling mat last summer now, and I mean it got like, I think summer was nearly ended by the time it got posted to us, right? But anyways, she ended up taking a bite out of the cooling mat, so I just had to take it off her. But I got out the cooling mat and I was like, I had her on it with treats and got her on it anyway, and then she ended up loving it, so she fell asleep half the day on the cooling mat, and then we all went for a nap, and then I woke up and then she had not half it, she had a quarter bite out of the mat. So I was like, we have to take the mat away. So now I'm going to have to find a cooling mat that she can't eat, because she's going to suffer for the summer. As Sky did last summer, she went off her food and everything last summer. The minute it came to any hot weather, she didn't like it at all, and I think Storm might be the same. They're not going to like weather, so I'm going to have them by the water an awful lot, or just have word that I can have their coats wet and damp. Hey Sheila. Yeah, I'd love to learn how to dance, Paddy Grace. You went horseback riding. I've been horseback riding a couple of times. When I got older dancing, I'd love to learn how to dance. I really would. But the bottom half of my body does not match the top half of my body. I'm a great seat dancer. I can dance in a seat and do all this part of my body, but then when I start with the feet does not go with the body. But yeah, I'd love to learn how to dance. How are you, Sheila? Good morning, Louise. How are we, chicken? No, I'm actually not. Same as I sing, I'm tone deaf. Tone deaf. Yeah, I've been awake since early, Louise. 5:45. But I also did go to sleep early as well. I had like about 3.5 hours straight sleep, and then woke up like from 11 minutes past 1. Hey, Abby. And let it happen, Sheila. Just let it happen. You have to introduce, as I said, on their own territory and in a room. What age is your boy? No, I don't do yoga. I'm good, Natasha. I'm good, chicken. Yeah, so there wouldn't be very much snow in Florida anyway, would there, Paddy? It's all mainly the east coast and the north that gets it. The more east and south you go, the less snow is falling. Are you okay, Natasha? Time, Abby. Time to let yourself be and feel. Hour by hour, minute by minute. But guidance, spiritual guidance on 5 minutes of meditation. Start with 5 minutes. I think there's even minute breathing exercises that you can do. Do you know what I mean? And positive people, being around positive people as well. So the more toxic environments that you have around you, chicken, the more down you'll feel. So it's a vibration. The more higher vibration you get around your body, the better you'll feel. Feelings will pass. Hey, Diane. Yeah, meditation is great. Where's Sky getting out of the bed? She going for suppies? Yeah, do, Abby. Just the 1 minute breathing exercises if you can't take 5 minutes. Right, so 5 minutes isn't a massive amount of time, but it's just something to disconnect you from what you're thinking and feeling, to redirect and ground your body. Do you know what I mean? Connect the two. Thank you for the follow, chicken. Oh, so much, so much. That's why it's to keep our heart, our soul, our mind, keep it all safe. And the more negative environments you go into, the worse that can affect you. But know when and not when you have to step back, like. Earth on the feet always. Just keeps barking at Star. Yeah, what age is the... But you see, it naturally, it doesn't happen straight away. It can take up to a couple of weeks, Sheila. Do you know what I mean? As long as the other doggy is okay, and just keep... As long as it's just barking and it's nothing else, like, do you know what I mean? You just have to give it a few days. Do you know? But if you can't keep them in the same room, I wouldn't... If you have to keep them separated... Right, so like that's the thing. So it's like, when do you bring them together? It's when that they're able. So I do it in small steps. If your other dog is getting stressed out by another dog, so you would take her out into a different environment and then keep bringing her back in and just doing it bit by bit. Hey, Adele. Oh, just down in school. I'm doing okay. I was talking to Dee there the last couple of days as well. You just be down outside of Tesco. Well, yeah, everything's doing okay. Good morning, Alana. No. I think he had two that ended up... He had two that ended up getting smashed on. He had a friend's phone there, I think the night before last. I was just coming home with the doggies on Saturday. And then, yeah, it was Saturday night. And then last Thursday. Yeah, well, they're back laying down now again. There's Sky. Sky. Hey. My God, why won't that do? See the doggy? See the doggy? Yeah. Yeah. Best card. So Sky always usually comes and lays beside me or down by my legs, depending. Now I can turn off that. It is bright enough now. See you later, Del. She's gorgeous. Between 8 and 9 to fix several things I can't. Stay. Oh, see you later, Diane. Stay blessed as well. I did eat the cake, Louise. I ate the cake. I said I wasn't going to eat the cake and I ate the cake. Star is 4 weeks, right? So new and 3 months. All right. Once the barking, they will get used to each other. Once the barking, because yeah, she's still young enough to be playful. So it's just like bringing another dog into that environment. So you just have to take it step by step, Sheila. As I said, little bits of a time, bring them in for a half an hour and maybe have them separate and then bring them in for an hour and just even 10 minutes, even if you have to start with it, to stop the barking, and loads of treats. Loads of treats. It was always going to be out, wasn't it? Are you not filtered? No, I'm not filtered. Why would I want to be filtered? It's my mouth that's not filtered. That's what filters are for, is for mouths. Just I was on last week and I nearly had a unibrow. I hadn't plucked my eyebrows in ages. And I got 2 little tufts of hair on my fucking chin. And I could nearly have a moustache. Right? So if any ladies don't know, over the age of 30, this does happen. And even for younger kids, so don't go slag. It could just happen to you one day. My husband loves him. He's so cute. I'd say so, Sheila. I'd say so. Hello, Storm. Yeah, she's cuddling up onto the stick. Cuddling up onto the stick. Hey, Teresa. I'm good, chicken. Always, it costs nothing but a bit of time and energy, which is very valuable. So be very careful who you give your time and energy to. Do you know? Right, so when you're always being kind, you know, to stay away from them type of people that take peace from your environment as well. Do you know? So it's always be kind, and even to strangers, right? We never know with strangers, but you can get a vibe straight away. You can get a vibe straight away on how a person is within the first 10 to 15 seconds. Sometimes people don't even have to open their mouth to me. Tappity tap 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 10k FYP. Do you know, I was only just thinking that, Danielle. I was just looking up at the likes and I was just saying, come on, people. The energy, the energy, the energy. Every single little last bit, because all the pages that we reach is done with your hands. Every single time. We don't do it without the tapping of the screen and the chatting, and it's the only 2 things we do. Hey, Harry Bennett, I do remember you, chicken. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, because of the dark hair. Because of the dark hair. Spanish people would as well, Paddy, I think, and just that dark, thick hair. And it was Italian or I don't know whether it was Sicilian, but they shaved the head as a baby to get the hair thicker. I don't know what culture that is or what country, but I remember my aunt used to mind a child, and the child's head used to be shaved all the time. Hey, TikToker. Hey Mary, welcome back again today. Good morning, sweet pea. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I can't use that on my face, Paddy Grace. I have such sensitive skin that I can't use that, and even wax is the same thing. I can't do wax on my face. It irritates the fucking skin out of me. But there's an awful lot of women have a big embarrassment around hair on their body, and believe me, it happens to fucking everyone. It happens to everyone, but it's more male. Yeah, it's more males that would like. I was like, oh my god, you have hair. I was like, it's fucking, do you know, that kind of way. But girls would be as well. But it's when it's like they haven't experienced it before, or they don't know, and you're just like, how do you not know? Sure, it's just education, I suppose, as well. But what is the plan for Uncle Liam's and the doggies? Always the same plan. As I very rarely have a different plan unless we have an appointment or something like that. So. Hey TikToker, is what natural, Siobhan? See, now, but don't mind me when I ask questions, right? And I always thank people for being so patient with me. Because like yesterday, it was like the penny wasn't dropping on questions, because I would forget what we were talking about, because so many questions, or so many messages come in on the screen that I've literally, everything has gone stir for, and that's what I'm here for too. It's when I'm able to come into this environment, right, and when I'm able to share, because there's sometimes I'm not. Physically, mentally and emotionally, I am not able to voice what I need to voice. And then there's sometimes when I've taken time and sat with myself for hours and had no scrolling, no nothing, just sitting and being, right? Because there's sometimes like I can sit for an hour and then I can stop for an hour. I can sit for an hour, I can stop for an hour. I can sit for a half an hour. So sometimes I can't sit at all, and that's okay not to be able to sit with yourself if I need to do something to distract. Even if an emotion is too hard for me to be able to feel, but I do always step back on it. I do always come back. Do you know what I mean? I don't. My phone is used. I thought that was feckin' hailstones. But anyways, yeah, I'm so distracted. I'm sorry, guys. It's the noise as well. But I know myself, the amount of love and time that I give myself, and be patient with myself, and the beautiful space that I have to be able to do that is, it's priceless, absolutely priceless, because there's not many that have it. Thank you so much for all the love, guys. I want to get to 10k for the FYP and the random scrollers, but yeah, I do be so random in the morning as well. So jotty, so jotty. America, I know they are, Siobhan. If it goes, it goes. We have YouTube and Instagram. We will build a following there if we have to as well. So if anybody knows if this app does go, that's where you'll see us. We will be all over it. But yeah, if it does, it does. There's some people like that I need it as a crutch. Paddy Grace does as well. Do you know what I mean? So there's an awful lot of people that use this as a great escape. But it can be torture to your mind, or it can be absolutely amazing if you take the algorithms and the right paths. Because the algorithms and the For You page, right, it's like TikTok is collecting all your data, right, and what you're searching out on Google, even what you're messaging to people, what you're talking about, there's loads of things. When I mean your fucking phone is listening to you, like it's real, like, and it's not like anything fucking crazy or delusional, like just, it's collecting data, and no matter what you're searching on your phone, everything is collecting, because some people do use TikTok as a search engine now as well, as much as YouTube. They're all collecting data and passing it between each other. Right, so like that's why you wonder why is the FYP coming up with stuff, and I was only just talking about that and now it's coming up on my FYP, like, do you know, there's loads of things with thoughts in your head. It's just like, there's lots of stuff going on, right? So you can use it as a great tool, or it will either dumb you down and you'll just keep scrolling and feeding information into your body without using it. it's a great knowledge and it is a great way to take in information, but it's so fast. It's snippet, and it's just gone just like that, and you're not even remembering it. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes the longer the video and certain aspects of the video, of the way it's done, like as well, so it's the start to the end to the finish is a bit of a manipulation through the longer videos too, so you just have to watch out and be careful. That's all. If you're woke, you will realise and see what's for you and what's not for you, but if you're not, the scrolling, the escapism, just the wanting to find something that you're going to link in with, and that's going to hit that part of your brain, like this, oh my god, I relate to that, oh my god, I relate to that, then you come across a live and then you're oh my god, I relate to that person, and you start tapping the screen for them, right? And it's all a link in, it's all up here, and mentally, and it reaches out emotionally so much as well, do you know what I mean? There's loads of aspects to it, loads. But if you went into the psyche and the science behind TikTok, it would fucking blow your bastard mind. It would blow it. It is amazing to sit in your own skin, Siobhan. It absolutely is. I do it a lot. A lot. I'm okay with being alone, and I'm okay with being in my own company. And I wasn't. Believe me, I escaped every other single person and their fucking mother. So I could not be on my own. Right? And I did it for many years. Well, I always had a partner, but I did it for when I couldn't get what I found through my partner. I got it through other people, but I stopped that as well, right? And I was doing it, I was more affecting her through that as well, by what I was doing, so I'd stopped all that. And then when we split, for 2 years straight, nearly a year and a half, 2 years straight, I went. I met people, I was in environments, and I was just people. Just people. Right? And just because I didn't want to sit or be alone with my own thoughts, I wasn't ready. And then when I was given this space by the universe, I was ready. I was absolutely ready to sit, and I don't run no more. You know, I really don't run and escape from the actual feeling of the pain that all of my traumas have caused me. But you take accountability, you give yourself the reassurance and the validation to know that she is okay, and she will be okay. It's always been okay, but it's the worry of the not having control of the future, and not even the past or present or anything to do with. So stay present, stay now. Don't think of that, think it's even the past. The past does not define you. If you can heal from the past, it definitely won't define you. Yeah, I need it. Well, we all need it, Louise. We all need it in many different aspects of many different people's lives. Wait, I'll just turn up a bit of brightness on this. Because it's gone dark again. It's gone dark. It's like it's night time. We'll give you a look up on the light. Good morning, Bex. It's beautiful weather. It's gorgeous. I love the sound of the rain. Isn't it gorgeous, Orla? For some people, it's the only thing that they have. It is, Paddy Grace. And I do know and understand that, because I understand the psychological parts, the psychology behind TikTok as well. There's an awful lot of psychology behind TikTok because of the cognitive behaviours that they're asking you to do and use. That's free. And then there's an awful lot of stuff that'll draw you in that you have to pay for, and it's the psychology behind it is mind blowing. But not an awful lot of people think of that. Like, that's not even a thought on people's heads, right? So that's the thing. No, Elizabeth, I didn't leave TikTok. We never ever left TikTok. We took a break off, all right, but we never ever left. We still are on YouTube as well, though. We haven't left that either. Gordon with the follow, thank you so much. Yes, we're in Ireland. Good morning, Darkus. Hey, Indy. Good morning. Yeah, and it's okay to have that in your life, Paddy, as well, right? We all need people to talk to. We all need it. That's a basic human need, right? And it's okay to do some stuff alone, but it's okay not to as well. As long as that you don't depend on people for every little aspect of your life, right? There's some aspects of your life that you need to depend on people, but there's some aspects that you don't, right? So like, most times if you have like hyper independent people, they don't need nobody, right? They've did it all by themselves anyway, right? And I'd be nearly one of them people like that. It's like, yeah, I've never needed, right? So like, even with my parents, I've never really needed my parents from a very young age. Do you know what I mean? And to be able to do everything kind of alone, but like, it was peers. I was never even alone though. Right, I did it all by myself, yes, by myself, but I was still around people all the time. My dad had to be around people all the time. My dad could never ever sit in his own thoughts. And I knew that by the way he was always in the pub. Do you know what I mean? So he always had to speak, but like, he only chose the people he wanted to be around and not the ones he didn't. He was very, very selective about his people. What time is it? We are 8:35. Good morning, Leona. Good morning, Murphy. Just heading to school. Have a beautiful day at school, Indy. Are you outside? I am, Bonnie. Good morning, Nanook. Love and light, my love. Love and light. Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is. We had somebody else and we do have Chris coming in from New Zealand as well, Nanook. Good night, good night, good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on this beautiful universe. Welcome to our beautiful space, Nanook. Because I do say that as well, like good morning, good afternoon, good night. Monday night, I know you're going into Tuesday, it's mad. That blows my mind as well. It's like you're in the future. I don't get time zones. The time shift baffles my mind because I know because of the sun and the moon. Right? It is because of the sun and the moon, of course it is. Right? That's very understanding. That's like quite logical. Then the rest of it is like the clock in general. I fucking hate clocks, and I'm just like, I have my own clock, my own body clock, like the nature clock is what I call it as well. Good morning, Selena. Nature clock. Right, farmers used to do the same as well. Farmers still do the same. Do you know what I mean? Just they get up with the sun coming up and they go to bed with the moon. Oh, so I was like, yeah, thank God I've never had to travel through many. Like the only one I've went to is like an hour ahead, which is okay. That's copable. I don't know what I'd be like. I think I'd be like a raving lunatic. As much as I'm a raving lunatic anyway, I think I'd be worse. I think time, because it's another, right, time doesn't bother me, right, once it's my time, right? Once it's my time, that does not bother me, but once it's somebody else's time, fucking hell. Somebody else's clock on my clock, I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't do your clock. Fuck your clock. That's all I say, fuck your clock. Yeah, because it's man-made, right? So, like, that's the thing. Fuck the clock. Because that's why I think I rebel so much against the clock. And I've always wondered, because like, even learning the 24-hour clock, I didn't learn that till I got to an adult, till I wanted to learn it myself. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, with the numbers on it and stuff like that. So, yeah, I only learned it myself when I got older. But yeah, other people's clocks stresses me the fuck out, really does. And I think it's internal from always being rushed as a child. I think it's still, everything with me is like literally instilled as a child. Always, every single thing that I come up with, that just like literally bothers me so much. But I think because I rebelled so much against it, it's like, why do I need to be forced? I don't want to do this. And then you were always against the clock because they couldn't get you to do what you wanted to do, and that was the thing. So it was like, my mother was always so stressed out because like when I mean all of her fucking life, she was like I was always on her clock, and it did, and right up until the days that she passed, it was her clock, and I think that stressed me out even more. Then again, it was funny for us because when we come your way, we have the same day twice, yeah. So like, Yeah, when you leave, you could be arriving at the same time you left that on the same day. Do you know if it takes 24 hours to get there? How long is the flight to here? Is it, what, 12, 14 hours? Or how long does it take to get here on a straight flight? And I know if you had to make a couple of changes or a change or two. But, yeah, what's the time today? Is it 12, 14 hours? Come to California. I will be, Sweet Pea. I'm telling you, I will be coming to California. We don't know when, but we will. Guaranteed you'll see Baxter. Watch out in California, guys. I will be fucking coming. Because, like, yeah, that's... I was just thinking, because, like, right... They say that you can't get in because, like, they're very bad on if you have... How do I put it? Being in trouble, right? So, if you were being in trouble... So, like, the only... Like, I got my first... ever now, like, I've had lots of fucking car shit. When I mean lots of, like, no insurances, no tax, no NCTs, no licenses, I've had loads of fucking that, right? That's, to me, that doesn't make a difference. It's not really being bad. Oh, we have a puzzle. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so that's not really being too bad, right? So, like, I can deal with that. But, like, any type of, with DRUGS and stuff like that. So, like, I've none. So, my first one was, like, 2.5 years ago. My very first one was 2.5 years ago, and it was for a half pound, 14 grams over across the road. I was like, two bitches. They took it all on me, like, and I was devastated. I was like, that's my fucking medication. And then I was like, the more I refused, the more it's like the fucking handcuffs went on. And I was like, you bastards. Like, and then left me in the cell, and Coconut fucking needed her injections for her diabetes. And I was going mad. I was like, you didn't have to take me in and lock me in a fucking cell all night long for a fucking half ounce. I was like, the only thing I say is you're not taking me stuff. Why? And any fucking police that has come in here or guards have come into this space have never ever taken my stuff. But yeah, they did. They did. But anyways, I don't know why that went there. But yeah, we lose 2 days. Oh yeah, I was getting into other countries, that was it. So it was like, maybe New Zealand or Australia, I'd be like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hope America will take me, but like, it's hard to get into countries, like, that's what I'd be afraid. And it's the rejection and the rejection part, I think it would. Because I had this when I was looking for places to stay when I first started coming to Bray as well. Right, so it's the rejection of like not getting a reply or not getting having to tell your story for starters, or having to tell something, or having to say something to someone, like, do you know what I mean? Or just because you want this. And then, like, I had lots of inferiorities in some ways when I first came here, like, and that's where the thing comes in. It's like, I don't have to be affected by that shit, like. And I keep saying to myself, like, if I had my own responsibilities for myself, I don't have to be affected by any emails that I have to send people and just waiting for a fucking reply. Do you know what I mean? And there'd be thousands of people, like. But anyways, that was on that, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, getting into foreign countries is just like the rejection thing again. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what if they reject me? What if they won't let me in? What am I going to do? Like, do you know? And I'm like, why would I make myself worry over things like that? I do laugh about it now. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm saying, sure, Jay's place, if the country don't have me, I'm not fucking going. Right? That's as bad as it gets, like. Good morning, Desi. Same with age and numbers. So I'm telling you, Louise, the time is different in America, the way we do it. Yeah, everything is... to me in America, everything goes so fast. Do you know what I mean? So fast. Like, so it'd be a lot harder to slow down in America than it probably would here in Ireland. Because, like, people... It's gone a lot faster now just because of technology. Right? You can consume way more in a day in feed wise, not food, but feed from the internet. You can feed from that for hours, and it just like that. Do you know what I mean? So technology makes time go even faster. So like you're just scrolling your time away. When I see like that is with media, yeah, with technology itself, it's just like, yeah. Oh my! I've had to take clocks out of rooms. I've had to take clocks out of rooms for that, and I knew. Nana Mac loves Lily, Kai and Mia. Thank you for the follow, chicken. Time travelling, I'm telling you as well. It's 19 hours, give or take. Wow. Good morning, Taz. I have to check out the time zones. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, they just said it there. Like, I'm brutal because I actually forgot then what I was going to say because I'm after saying so much. Like, just because I was going to get rejected from getting into the country, I went into 4 different stories. Anyways, I don't think they would hold. I hope not. Anyway, right? So like, not that There's an awful lot of things, like, if people want to hold judgment against you, like, it's to grant hold judgment, I says, I'm the only one that can do that for myself. Nobody else can do it. Because I've always been honest and open, like, I've never hid the things that have happened to me, right? All the things, and even if they're bad and the guards or police have been involved, I've always spoke about them. I've never ever had or wanted to hide anything. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, yes, I got in trouble. Has nobody else got in trouble before in the whole of the country? Like, do you know what I mean? So people will always say and people will always talk. So let them. Yeah, all over New Zealand at the same time. We're a small country. That is not a small country, Nanook. There was 1.6 million in Chris's village. So that is like a whole fucking half a country. Good morning, Chriso. 6 million or something he was saying earlier on. 6 million is a lot. I think we've got like 4 to 6 million here, but it's just like not in the one village. We're all jotted out around the country. Good morning. When did it start raining? I don't know, it has been raining, I think, since I came on. It's just been a little bit louder and a little bit heavier in the last maybe half an hour, maybe. Good morning, Susie Q. How are we, chicken? Here comes the rain again. Yeah, 6 million throughout the country. Yeah, I think it's 4 million here or something. 3.5, 4 million. But that could be more now. But I have it in abundance. If you lived in a mobile home as well, my God, the sound off of that is beautiful too. I lived in a mobile home for years. And 2 parts of my life. It is gorgeous. Anything to do with the outdoors and nature. Nature heals. Love heals. They're good, Nanook. They're good. Here's Sky is here, look. She's listening to the rain. The head on her. And she's beautiful. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks, Susie. She is an amazing doggy. She is an amazing doggy. The look. The look, the look, the look. The look. Legs crossed. But she is. She's an amazing doggy. 39 million, fuck me. Jennifer, thank you for the follow, chicken. So relaxed. She's on the squishmallows. So cozy. In one new state. No, Shannon, it's not cold, chicken. It was very mild last night now, very mild. On the squishmallow. She loves the squishmallow. She'll search for them now to lie on. So relaxing. Nature at its best. Yeah, I don't know in America. Yeah, it's in Dublin, in the cities, it's more than in the suburbs and in the country. Thank you, Des. Wild Ones with the follow chickens. It is. It's beautiful, Katie. From Wicklow Chicken. Yeah, right? Vast, vast, vast. It is. It's best thing for the mind, Chriso. Best thing for the mind. Big yawns. The look. No, Nuala, I have my days fairly covered. I'm a carer for my uncle, chicken. I'm a carer for my uncle. So I'll be heading over there now soon. Good morning, Hannah. The look. For fuck's sake. She has some evil little look on her, doesn't she? She's like, I could kill you right now. I know, yeah, but this is the whole thing. She's like, I could kill you right now. That's the look I see. Thank you, Lorraine. But she's half going to sleep, but she does. She watches everything I do. Every single thing. Keep safe. Thank you so much, Nanook. Oh, I'm telling you, that look is always there. It's just you don't get to see it that often. It is. It's beautiful, Emma, isn't it? Good morning, servant. God bless, chicken. The look on the dog, I know. If looks could kill. That saying does come from somewhere, doesn't it? It is, Connor. I could be sofa surfing, chicken. I could be sofa surfing, but it's my choice. I was blessed by the universe. Blessed by the universe. I would have never been able to heal or to grow. I'm still healing and I'm still growing, but I would never have been able to do it without this space. Oh, they are servant, I'm telling you. She's full of personality. I know. It's like she doesn't believe a word I'm saying. Thank you, Connor. I'm happy enough, chicken. I'm happy enough. I know, Louise. It was actually really feckin' nice. I had to nearly bait the two doggies off me as well because there was lots of crumbs from it and there was bits of pastry falling. There was lots of cream all over me hands and face. I was like, I could have came online now and ate that, though everybody would have had a great view. Yeah, yeah. Storm looks at me in a lovingly way. Storm is like coconut, like I can't believe you're mine look, right? So like in awe look, right? Because that's the way I look at these, in awe, right? That's the way I look at my doggies. And yeah, Sky does not look at me in awe. She definitely, that awe look is not there yet. Oh, so nice, Louise. Super Value do beautiful, beautiful cakes in the bakery. I don't know if all Super Values have their own bakeries, but the one down here does, because it was Super Quinn before and it always had a bakery, so they've kept it. But it is so nice. I'm glad you're having trouble sleeping, sweetie. Good, good. I'm glad I'm here for you too, chicken. Yeah, the look, see, it was just like, okay, Sky. You have Spar. Spar will do. Do coffee cakes in there, Louise. Good. Get one. Get one. Treat yourself. Doesn't matter about the gym. Doesn't matter. You'll work it off. You're burning for 24 hours, right? After you get your heart rate up over a certain amount. I think it's up, I can't even remember because I remember doing a course, but I can't remember how many heartbeats. But like once you get your heart rate over a certain amount and you're training for 20 minutes with your heart rate at that amount, you keep burning for 24 hours after. Sinead Brady, thank you for the follow, chicken. Yes, sweet pea. Yes, yes, yes. Wacky Mummy Bear, thank you for the follow, chicken. I'm go-to. the amount of love that was given and positivity that was given through the screen was enough to turn around and say, like, I don't need self-validation off of people. I actually, and that's nearly what I came searching for: validation, reassurance. Am I doing this right? No, it doesn't matter, right? The talking, letting it out, right? And the validation that I can give to others and the reassurance that I can give to others, I've given it to myself. Like, and that's what I started doing. Instead of going and helping others, which I've always did, but I've very rarely helped myself, right? And my mental health journey over the last 4 years, right, and through others, through myself, like through my own behaviours towards others, and knowing full well, like, I can't be going round in life like this. I have to do something about it, and sitting with it. Sitting, time, repetitiveness, doing it over, practicing it over hundreds of thousands of times and feeling them emotions, telling yourself that it's okay. Do you know what I mean? And it comes a lot, and the people through this page have absolutely helped with that as well. Thank you, Sarah B, with the follow chicken. But the people through the page have completely helped with that, like, and the physical, mental and emotional side of things have just followed, and I know even if I don't come on for a whole week, or even if I don't come on for a month, there's people just still there checking in the background. There's somebody sending messages, there's somebody checking in, am I okay, right? And it's beautiful to see and feel. And all I needed to do was talk when I first came here. All I needed to do was speak, and I didn't know what I was going to start speaking about even. I hadn't got a plan. I had not got a plan. I just pressed that red button and just started going live. And I would say to anybody, if they're on a healing journey themselves, it's like a journal in itself. Do you know what I mean? You can always look back on, and especially if you've got pinnacle moments through any of the lives that you've did, you can replay them back over and over again. Which I've never did. I've never watched any of my lives. I think I've put up like a 1 minute version of something, like in bits and pieces, but I've never actually. There was one actually that I did, and it was probably one of me at not my worst, but I was triggered, right? And it was when I came on to have a go at a couple of other creators on here, and I watched it back once, and it was a fairly hard watch, like, as well. But I've felt. This is why I say I know I don't have to watch myself like that, because I can feel myself like that. I look back and I overanalyze every single little last bit of that behaviour that I've given. So I don't have to physically watch it. I felt it, I've been through it, and I overanalyze, and I nitty gritty every single little bit from the last word to the first word. And I go through every single little bit and analyse it to know where I need to take a step back, what I need to work on for myself. Yeah, it's hard. And do you know what? I did it on YouTube. When I watch back on the one on YouTube now, I've did that. There was 1 hour that we did that night, Sweepy, the very first one. And I watched that back, like, as well. So I was quite proud of that, like, do you know what I mean? So even all the snippets on the ones on YouTube, I don't, like, I'm not one for going, like, because, like, I just think right, a lot of people, to me, I would just think, like, that's only me. If I want to, why would I want to correct myself on anything, right? So why would I want to go on and, I can make this better, I can make that better, and do you know what I mean? I don't go on with making myself better. I do that off screen, and then not towards with videos though, or not towards with how I communicate to people, because if people are going to get it, they're going to get it, and if they're not, they're not. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that there's anything I need to change that I would look over, like, do you know what I mean? Because you're being your own worst critic, then you're always going to pick out the worst bits of yourself. But go back over videos maybe and pick out the best parts of the video rather than the worst parts of it, and looking at it and say, oh my god, I don't like that, oh my god, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Just put it up. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, like, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What you think matters, because it's the only way that you're going to be happy with yourself. How did I end up homeless? It was a relationship breakdown and a house fire. And then the two of that combined, I wanted a transfer up to North Wicklow to look after my uncle. They wouldn't give me a transfer only to North Wexford. So I had to give up an 8-year lease in Wexford to come up homeless on a lease in Wicklow for 14 to 20 years. But yeah, that's short of it. But good morning, Stacey. The round sounds beautiful. It does indeed, chicken. I am warm enough, Jay. I am indeed. The beast from the east. Everything happens for a reason. The government are a joke. A failed system, boss. A failed system. But at the same time, we have no control over what other systems do. The only thing that we have control over is what we do. It can either make us or break us, right? It can either make us or break us in any type of situation that we go through. Thank you, Decky. Hey, Kel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to be here a little bit after the school run, so that's what I do know. I did come on early. I came on, I think, at about 7:30 or something, so we'll stay here for, another half an hour or so anyway, till I just smoke this and then I have to go to Uncle Lean's. But nothing can be fixed, nothing can be changed. What happened is the past, happened is the past. It is, Paddy. Yeah, what you can change is your now present self, right? You can change them older behaviours and stop the patterns of protection of your own body, because all of these coping mechanisms and patterns that you've used over the years is just to protect yourself, right? And most of them just stop protecting yourself, because if you tell yourself and reassure yourself that you don't need to be protected, there's nothing that you need to fear. Nothing that you need to fear. And most people, that's the thing that bothers them most. They have a fear of a lot of things, and it stops them from doing many things as well. It is, Michael, it is, chicken, but it's okay. I was blessed by the universe with this space. There's no other way of speaking. My doggy found it, right? My doggy found this space. It was coming on for 4 years. Just coming on for 4 years last month, March. And we're coming into our 4th spring and 4th summer. And I have not been able or ever to do any of the things I've did here, and the healing process and the growing process. I wouldn't have been able to do it in the other environments that I've been in and other people's spaces. You can't heal in other people's spaces, and safe spaces is what you need to heal. And a lot of people don't know about safe spaces or even aware of their behaviours to know that they need a safe space to heal. It is the best decision, Paddy, it is. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you, Jay. Jess Hitchens, thank you for the follow. Good morning, Martina. Michaela with the follow, thank you so much. I just love the sound of the rain. It's raining in Tala as well, but it's a different noise, right? That's it, Leanda. Claire Bear with the follow, thank you so much. Good morning, Michaela. You're 4 years? No, I'm 7 years homeless, chicken. I sofa surfed for 3.5 years. And I am camping for nearly 4 years now. 4th spring and 4th summer. So yeah, nearly 7 years. 2017. December of 2017, I made myself near enough homeless because I wouldn't go back to the house that me and my ex split up from after 16 years. I wouldn't go back to that house. And you can't go back to the place that you got hurt from to heal. That's just wasn't going to happen. And then with the Beast from the East in February of 2018, the house next door went on fire, and I wouldn't go back to the house then after that either. Like, I was like, I'm not going back to a burnt down house. And they were giving me a transfer, but to North Wexford, not North Wicklow. And I couldn't go to North Wexford. It would be too far away for me to look after my uncle. And I had to give up an 8-year lease to come up homeless onto a 14 to 20 year waiting list. Hey, it's 1 a.m. Hey, Renee. I'm from Wicklow, Mary. Good morning, Donna. I hope you have a great week too, my love. There's an awful lot that I've had to go through, Kel, but I've always come through the other side. Whether it's alone or with someone, I've always come through the other side. I'm doing very okay. That's what I said. I've had, in the whole of my life, this has been the safest space that I've ever had in the 45 years on this earth. So for the last 4 years, so when I was 41, I found this space. Right, when I was 41. And I'm still healing and I'm still growing every single day. Every single day. I'm learning. I'm taking growth. I'm taking energy. I'm taking my own space. I'm loving me. And it's what I need to do. It's what I need to do for me. Yeah, I understand, Paddy, I do. I relate so much. I was talking about this yesterday as well. And so was I. So was I. So, there's lots of things that happen as kids that were no fault of our own. No fault as teenagers, no fault of our own. As adults, no fault of our own. Right? But what we do take fault and responsibility for is how we deal and cope with things that have happened us, because we can either cope with pain, right, or we can turn pain into something else. Right? There's so many ways that you can redirect your mind in a positive way rather than a negative way, and using that low vibrational energy. Thank you so much, Flourishing Therapy. Thank you so much, Claire Bear. Thank you, Chicken. Vegan Gypsy, thank you for the follow, my love. I'm so glad for you. You have made it your home. I would love to have your motivation. Thank you so much, Michaela. I have made it my home. I have indeed. And that's what I said, a home ain't made of sticks and stones. It's made with you and love alone. The love and the worship that I've given this place, that I've looked after it. And it's evolved like myself. Like, I'm not the same person as I was going back 10 years ago. I wasn't the same person last year, and I wasn't the same person the year before. Every single year and season I'm evolving because of the space that I'm in. The young cause, at times I thought it was me. Right, so like, this is where we have to hold space for ourselves, Paddy. This is really where we have to hold space for the younger inner child and tell her that she does not have to protect herself, that we have her back. Right, so when we start seeing these types of coping mechanisms and behaviours starting to come in to protect ourselves for no reason, right, there's sometimes no reason that these things happen, but there could be a certain situation or scenario that can lead you, and it can be physically, mentally and emotionally, so they're all connected and they're all supposed to be balanced. So if you think too much up here and not with here and not with your soul, like, there's loads of different things. I can think with your heart, because that's the middle. Your mind and your soul, your heart, that's in the middle. So I'd always say follow your heart and know full well, because it's like your gut instinct, that's your soul as well. That's your soul speaking to you. You feel it from the depths of your gut, and that's your first instinct. Never, never, ever misjudge that. Hey, Paula. We speak about so many topics. So many topics, Chicken. So, what are we... I don't even know what we started on to know what I'm ending on here, being honest. Like, but, healing. All healing, and the safe spaces that I have, the reason why I got into this position and how I ended up camping and stuff like that. So did we get a lot of questions into the page? And welcome to our beautiful, beautiful space. Good morning, Megan. How are we, Chicken? Good morning, Kaz. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I would love to live like you. It's so comfortable. It is so comfortable, Paula, and it's the mental state. It is a mental state, and it's preparing yourself for a mental state. Do you know what I mean? So being prepared and just going and doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I would always say start off small first. Don't just jump into it. Just go camping for a weekend, like, or a night or so. Do you know what I mean? And you can make it very comfortable. I have a very, very comfortable bed. Right, a very, very comfortable bed, and it's all camping apparatus and stuff like that, so I still have a lot of comfort and I still have a lot of coziness. So it's the one thing the doggies need it as well, as much as I do. So I love what I do. I love what I do, like, and and it's healed me so much. The amount of love that I give this space, the amount of worshiping I do with this space, the amount of meditation I do in this space. It's priceless. There's no price. Nobody could have bought this. Nobody could have bought this. You could have spent all the money in the world and never got something like this. So I believe in it so much. Thank you so much, Michaela. Thank you. Espresso Sparkle, thank you for the follow. There's sake 408, thank you for the follow, Chicken. I don't know how my grandma was with my mom, but I do know that she had hand trouble, and she was all, and yeah, so that's going to be finished, Paddy Grace. But numerology would probably tell you more. If you had your grandmother's date and your mother's date and your date, Paddy Grace, that would tell you a lot more, and specific times of certain big traumas in your grandmother's life towards with your mother's life, and they all connect. They all connect, and the numbers will show more so. So if you look into maybe on a bit of numerology, you'll end up knowing. You'll know that there was some sort of situation or trauma that happened with your grandmother that got to affect your mother, that got to affect you. And it's all connected, because all of the cells and all of your DNA was in your grandmother's womb when she was pregnant with your mother, right? And all of that DNA and all of them cells were all there. That's why we're all so interconnected. That's what everything is connected, from atoms and beings, and you just don't know, because you don't know what your grandmother went through or what traumas that your grandmother went through. And there's some people that can take on the traumas, or the generational trauma of their mother, their grandmother, their great-grandmother, right? So it goes to 3 generations. It goes to 3 generations, and that you were present in your mother's womb when she was present in her mother's, right? And that's absolutely mad to think about. That blew my mind when I seen it the other day. I was like, oh my fucking God. Right, so I understand now, because I know what my mother went through when she was pregnant with me. Right, I know what my mother was going through when she was pregnant with me, but I know my grandmother was an ill woman mentally as well, so I know that she probably was going through an awful lot. My mother was the youngest born too, so much. Good morning, Ocean. Take 10 minutes, do, chicken. I am home, Connor. Brenda with the follow, Ross with the follow, thank you so much. Good morning, Brenda, how are we, chicken? Any plans today? It's just Uncle Liam. Uncle Liam and walk the doggies, they love the rain. 16 years of age, and my mother wouldn't speak to me at 16 years of age, but I wouldn't speak to my mother either, Decky. Right, there's an awful lot of things, right, at 16 years of age where your peers, right, are more present in your life than your parents, right? And it's from kids and puberty that your peers mean more to you, and the advice that you take from your peers. But then sometimes your parents could be going through mental health issues that you are not aware of, right? And she can't speak, or she doesn't know how to open up or anything like that. My mother had bipolar, right? And she went through an awful lot of things through my teenage years. I rebelled against her, she rebelled. I triggered her so much and she triggered me so much. And we were just like both magnets, turned the opposite way, right? We wouldn't gel, not till our 20s, right? So like, I understand now why. I really understand now why. Like, came to show her all of her triggers, all of the stuff that she needs to heal on herself. She didn't understand though either, so like, I'm the one that understands. I'm the one that understands now, 3 generations later, right, that why I was sent here to trigger I was like, why does my mum hate me so much? Why does my mum reject me so much? Why did my mum abandon me so much? Why did I never get them needs met? Like, why was I never heard? Why was I never seen? Right? But I was put here to be that, so I could trigger her into her healing, right? But it still didn't happen, right, at the same time. But even still, now that she's passed, I found out, right, on long journeys of whatever, I still found out exactly what I'm here for and what I need to do. So it's still to help and to save and to know full well I am a mirror to others, and I know I triggered others. I get triggered by other people, and I know the reason why I triggered them. I triggered them to bring out things in themselves that they need to heal, and vice versa. Vice versa. You talk so much sense. Thank you so much, Ocean. Good morning, Lil. How are we, chicken? But I was a strong person, and I lived with my grandmother and grandfather, and we all lived in the same house. You see, and your grandmother probably gave you the things that your mother didn't give you, Paddy. So it's like she took over that role as well. Do you know? How are we, Lilith? I lost my dad on Mother's Day, and my mental health is going through the roof. I know, Lillian. I've lost my dad, my mother and my son, right? And I've had loss on a huge scale. Right? A huge scale. Right? And we know that it's just time, minute by minute, hour by minute, second by second, if you have to, redirection of your mind. But know that your parents and anybody looking down on you that's going to be guiding you on your life further on your journey, my love, they will be helping you and guiding you, and they would not want to see you in this type of state because they have passed. Life is not, it's meant to teach us lessons and to learn from growth and losing things and the attachments that we have in life and letting go. That's what death teaches us. We need to let go, my love. Now, it took me years to understand my mother was not, and not till she passed. I regret this, and it's a huge pill to swallow. Yeah, right, Lil. I've only figured it out, and I was sent here to save my mother, right? And I was, the contract that's been in all the numbers that's been sent, and when you think about it, when you really, really think about it, why couldn't... Do you know when you're sent right to... Not even when you're sent right, not do you know, right? When you question why you're here on this earth, right, and why you have to endure the things that you endure, right, and the reason why, right, you come to question a lot of things, and the why that you attract so many different people into your lives, and coming past from your mother, and mainly your mother if you're a girl. If you're a guy, it's your father, right? And it's the same thing going back with generations. So we know, and it is a serious hard pill to swallow. And I wish that if I had to be sent to my mother to save her, I wish that I could have saved her in the best way possible. Now, I know towards the end of her life I did, and we both did, from when I think it was like 26, 27. And I had that 10 years with her before her life ended. So she was 51 and then she was 61 when she passed. So we started getting on then. And I helped her live out her dream and her reality, and her dreams became a reality because the two of us worked together. And that healed her in itself as well. Now, she saved herself. It was nothing to do with me, but I think it's up to me to figure out the generational stuff of the backlog of my grandmother as well. My grandmother went through an awful lot of pain, and I don't know, and I have to figure that stuff out. That still has to be figured out. When we were in Brooklyn, but some things were not discussed. I know, but swept under the carpet, Paddy. There's an awful lot of things it's like you can't speak about this, not seen and not heard. That was a lot of kids in Ireland. I'll see you soon, Hannah. Enjoy your nap, my love. I live with my sister and uncle and grandparents and mom and dad. Yeah, so there was a lot in the house. There was a lot of different energies and vibrations in the house as well. So you had the positive with the negative, and some of it didn't balance each other either, Paddy. Yeah, it took you years. It's regret of a huge pill. Yeah. And it sometimes we do. Like my mother, when she got older and realised, and it turned her pain into more wisdom, right, and started a lot of therapeutic stuff and doing a lot of self-care for herself, right? So inherited trauma is the words my shrink used, right? Inherited trauma, that's generational trauma. Same thing. So it comes from your grandmother to your mother to you, is what I was just saying as well, is that you were present in your mother's womb. Your DNA was present in your mother's womb when she was present in her mother's womb, right? So like if you think about, so you inherited your grandmother's stuff. If your grandmother went through anything, and if your mother went through any traumas, you got that as well. So like that's the reason why I triggered my mother so much, was to trigger her into healing on the parts that she needs to work on herself. And it's the reason why I get triggered so much by a lot of things. And the older I've gotten and the more I've escaped, the more triggers have come to me, right? So the more I just know I just need to learn from this. I need to learn, keep learning, keep repeating, keep learning, right? And it's all a curve of learning. If you fall off, you get back up again. If you get put down, you get back up again, right? And it's all a journey of this cycle of like falling off, getting up, falling off, getting up. These tests, people are tests. Most people in your life that come in are tests from the universe, right? Tests and triggers, same thing. Triggers there to test you, to see if you pass the test, right? If you don't react, if you don't do this, if you change the behaviour, they're the fucking tests. So like, stop the behaviours. Do you know what I mean? And the tests, will you ace them? So like, just think of it as a school day every fucking day. Stacey with the follow, thank you so much. Linda, good morning, beautiful soul. I hope you're well too, Linda UK. Good morning, Laza. Good morning, Linda UK. I hope you are well. Tina Kelly, thank you for the follow. Miss Chick, thank you for the follow. I was holding off on a few comments, guys. We found a lot. Always had some fist fights, screaming at each other and hitting each other, right? But there was still a way that was managed forward, right? And it was your grandmother's energy that probably kept all of that together, Paddy, as well. You can see if she had that nurturing mother nature, like, you know. I'm happy to have found you. Thank you so much, Tracy. Welcome to our beautiful space. As I said, the FYP works in wonders. We love random scrollers and the FYPers, and as we say, the only thing we ask for is love. Tap the shit out of that screen and give us a small bit of energy and your time. That's all we ask for. I know why I'm here, and it's to break our family's trauma. Same here, Lil. As to make sure it doesn't carry over. Same here. I do know and understand this now. I really, really do. And it's only in the last maybe 6 months that I've more realised this than anything else. More the last 6 months. Really and truly. Because of the mirrored things that's happening to me with other people. I do know this. I do. It's like me coming back to trigger myself when I was in my 20s, right? It is, and it's the very same as why my kids would have been sent to me in some ways, but because I had 2 boys, I was the one that had to learn. That's why another girl didn't come to me. That's why another girl didn't come to my sister. It was all boys born. My mother had 5 grandsons. You're okay, fade away, sweet pea, my love. Have a beautiful sleep. Keep the voice in the background. But yeah, that's why there was all boys sent to us that year, because the females have to break the trauma. They really do. But yeah, we understand, Lil. I'd never went to therapy. When I was 32 was the last time I did a bit of therapy. There's not many people I've connected in with to do fucking therapy, being honest, so a lot of it I've researched and did a lot of it myself, on myself, not on others, but just people that come into your life, just being there and holding space for people, right? Because like it'd be like the same as me and my friend John, right? And he's like in full-time addiction through alcohol and other bits and pieces, but these people are coming in as tests into my life. Tests, and same with my son. Same with a lot, like, and some of them I failed miserably, and some of them I will pass, but it's all mapped out. It is all mapped out. It is, Lil, agreed, my love, too. We've got 20 comments to get through, guys. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you. Hey, Caitlin, do you believe that we have to kill the ego completely? Because that's mostly what's speaking in your head. That's mostly what your mind is your ego. It's not your higher self. Your soul is nearly your higher self, your gut instinct, anything that's coming first thought. Never ever lose that instinct of your gut and your heart. Your mind will always tell you otherwise. So like I always say, like depending on if you're positive or negative thinking, the more negative thinking is the ego, like, do you know what I mean? And you're bruised by an awful lot of things, like, and people can be very sensitive. I'm very, very sensitive to certain things, and especially if I'm triggered or going through an episode, I am so sensitive. Lots of things can hurt me through an episode, a borderline episode. A lot of things can trigger me even more. So it has to be very, very sensitive content and very, very sensitive speak to be able to get through an episode. And 8 minutes is all you have to hold for a person going through an episode. All you have to do, because logical thinking goes straight out the fucking window. And my grandmother used to curse in Italian through Italian bread. We were 14 people living in one. Wow, that's mad. Like, and there's so many people that can go through so many things with so many people, and so many energies living in a certain house as well. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, oh my God. Because I was the youngest child, there was like different energy dynamics as well in the house, like, do you know what I mean? And you could feel it. I could feel it from a very, very young age, and all I wanted to do was run from it. All I wanted to do was run from the energy of my mother. Kaza with the follow, thank you. Aoife with the follow, Aoife30, thank you so much, chicken. You're fade away, sweet pea. 15 new comments, Joan with the love, thank you so much, chicken. How can I stop my trauma? Sit with it, my love. Sit with your trauma, feel it. It's probably the little girl inside Right, hold space for her. Tell her she's going to be okay, that there's no need to worry. You have her back now. You have her back. You reassure yourself. You give yourself the self-validation, the self-love. Right? Nurture that little girl. Because I guarantee as an adult now, what would you say to her? Any little girl that you came across that was going through trauma at the age that you did, speak now as an adult to her. Speak now as an adult, and I know you'd keep her as safe as fuck. You wouldn't let her go. You'd keep her safe, wouldn't you? So do that for yourself. Do that for yourself, chicken. That's okay, Roxanne, that's okay. What was the freak accident, chicken? But now they are no longer here. I know, Paddy Grace. We've had to lose people and we've had to let go. Right? We've had to lose and let go. And I think the more we lose, the more we have to just let go of everything on this universe. No attachments. Right? And the attachment comes from the fear and abandonment and the rejection of kids when our emotional needs weren't met. And it was mostly my emotional needs. Physical needs were always met. Because my mother didn't abandon me, but I have serious abandonment issues and rejection issues. Right? But that was not her fault. That was not her fault, even though I was sent here to make her learn. She didn't learn, and neither did I. We both didn't learn from the experiences. We both didn't learn from the experiences, but in later life we did. Not that we knew then. I know now, but she didn't know. She's here guiding me in the background. Right, she's always here guiding me in the background. Even the numbers that we see, the 111s and the 222s, all the ones and all the twos with my dad and my mum. Right, they're here guiding me in the background, and I know full well that they're always with me, and I am always on the right path. The direction I am going is not wrong. Ellis with the follow, thank you so much. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. I hate to say it, but I'm finally at peace, and I hate to say it because they've all passed away, and I know. But it's okay, Paddy. It's okay for you to say that, but don't have the guilt or the shame attached to that, because you know it's maybe only in other environments when you were younger that you would have been made feel that. They wouldn't want you to feel that now, right? They would have went through that guilt and shame themselves, right? And in their next life, it would be the same thing. Next life, it would be the same thing. They have to go through that guilt and shame, and it will keep on following them till the generational curse is broken, right? And a lot of people don't even find that out, and the trauma keeps on passing through and through and through. I am camping, Reese. Hey Cindy, how are you, chicken? Yeah, you can't take things back because it's the past. What's said is said. Words will be words, right? Words will be words, guys. You can't take nothing back. If it's said, it's gone out into the universe. It's taken. And we always say that's why we have to be wise with our words. We really, really do. And how we can affect others with our words and our actions and our behaviours. And there's a lot of hurt people going around hurting others. And all we want to do is to stop the hurt and turn the pain into wisdom to help others. That's literally the intention, to bring awareness. To bring awareness. Matthew, thank you for the follow, chicken. Thank you so much, Kaylin. Thank you. Melissa, thank you so much. Hey, Sheila. How are the doggies getting on now? I wish I had a good relationship with my mum. My heart was always broken and I said things I could have not. I know. But you see, your mum, and as being half Italian or Italian, Paddy Grace, they had this closed off, cold personality. So like everything was just shut off and shut down. So your mother would have had that maybe from her mother, but like, you see, the thing is with your grandmother, she had a second chance in life with her grandkids, right? So she didn't do what she did with your mother, she did with you. And this is why you're affected by your mother now, I think, as well. Do you know what I mean? So she had a second chance at life with her grandkids, and she fixed a lot of things in herself to be able to give you the awareness of what had happened with your mother. Right, so just know that it wasn't your mother's fault, chicken. Unless it's like that your mother was seriously ill and narcissistic, and if she was being ill as well as the same thing, it's not their fault. They are here. Who's they are here? Louise? Oh, they are my guiders. My mum and my grandmother, they're always there. Always. Slightly insane, thank you for the follow. I feel like I need a therapist like you. Just come to the screen, Amy. Just come to the screen, chicken. Awesome friend, just awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Nicola Woodward, thank you for the follow, chicken. When she got sick, she became close to me. And when she passed away... And then she passed... Right, so like this is her realising that was why. That was her shame and her guilt came to met her at her path when she was changing to the next life. Right, so that's what happened, chicken. Hurt people, they do indeed, Louise. I know that because I've been a hurt person. And I've hurt many. Right? And I still didn't get up. I did do as you do, Sheila. Do as you do. Hello, Billy Curtis from Kansas, USA. Been lazy this morning. It's good to be lazy, Sheila. Sometimes you know when you need to take rest and sometimes you don't. What time are we at? 9:32. I need to go, guys. Diamond, is it raining? It is indeed, my love. Yeah, my father drank a good bit as well. There was a lot of drinkers in Ireland that they used just for escapism, guys. Escapism and loneliness. Becca Lynn Anderson, thank you for the follow, chicken. I've never ever been live. I'd never ever been live and I'd shut myself. Oh, you'd shit yourself. That's okay. You don't have to go live, but at the same time, if you ever did, it's known full well that you can hold a screen, that you don't need anybody else in to hold a screen with you. Sometimes it's grand once you have somebody else with you, but I found it very much people-pleasing at the start when I did it. And that's all I thought it was I'm doing it to please other people because I can't talk to the people while I'm on with another person. And it was too much for my brain. I know loads of people can do it. I've seen loads of people do it. But I can't do it physically myself. I actually can't. And there's too many voices going at the one time and too many messages and it's an overload of the brain that I can't deal with. So, but yeah, being live is good. I ended up doing it a year ago and I just pressed the red button. I didn't actually... What I said was I was never going to do what other creators do because I watched an awful lot of the Irish and the English before I went live. And I was just like, it was just more toxicity, drama orientated, and it's just, that is not me. So, yeah, we came with the positive vibes, we came to talk, we came to chat, we came to love. And we came to tap the screen because I love tapping the screen, right? And that's all that we ask for is tap the shit out of the screen and show the love. Good morning, Shirley Salmon. How are you, chicken? T Sherry with the follow. Thank you so much. Dawn, I wrote so much. People are my biggest trigger, right? People, the things that people do, certain environments can be triggers. Words are triggers. Actions are triggers. Behaviours are serious triggers. Physical things like people letting me down. Yeah, just kind of being let down by people. I think I've been let down by most of my life. Everything stems from my childhood, though. Every single thing that I've figured out about all of my triggers. The losing things now hasn't. That's just come since I've lost my mother. The losing things is a serious trigger. Even if I lose me lighter, I'm losing me shit. Right? So, like, there's an awful lot of learning in these processes like that where I am starting to let go. Because losing Sky... This seriously triggers me as well, and my anxiety goes through the roof. I go straight into panic attack mode. I'm learning from that too, which I have actually, right, so I haven't freaked the last 2 times that she's gotten off the lead or the lead has dropped out of my hand. I haven't freaked out. Do you know what I mean? So I had serious learning curves on Sky, but I'd just lose my life when I'd lose something So there's lots of things done, so much. But people are my biggest triggers. I've always said this. From when I was asked to write them down by somebody. I was asked to write down my triggers and what are they. So signs, people. There was load. When I mean the list was this long and I've just kept on adding and adding to the list. But there's lots of inner child. Most of it is inner child and internal work, and the answers do lie within, they don't lie in others, because others are there to trigger you, to let you know what you need to heal yourself. Not that they trigger you. You need to know what you need to heal yourself when you get triggered. not to throw the projection of the "you triggered me," and I'd say I thank you for the trigger, because that just means I just letting me know I need to learn. Amanda, thank you for the follow, chicken. What am I up to after this? Uncle Liam's. Chelsea, hey Chels. Nothing better than them monsters. Stop, Amy. I'm one, maybe two a day, but just depending. Wendy, New Fleming, thank you for the follow, chicken. Shirley, good, and you? I'm okay this morning. I am okay. Had a bit of a broken sleep last night, but yeah. We have a husky too. Very good. I have a husky called Sky. There she is. Oh, the baby. Tiggy's on the belly. Oh, look at belly. Oh, she loves the rub on the belly. She loves the rub on the belly. Doesn't she? Yes, she does. And this is Storm. Storm is like a sideways. So yeah, my foot in between them. And she's good. She is good. So we have Storm now as well. Hello, Molly. He's good yesterday, Louise. Absolutely fantastic. He does better than I do the last year or so, because that's what I said, since he's gone on his Parkinson medication, he's had no problems at all. Thank you, Dream, a lot. Good morning, Susan. Thank you, Dream. Right, I do fight or flight, yeah. And I can does the freeze one as well, but I'm usually ready there to fight. Do you know what I mean? I'm usually ready there to take on whatever's coming, because I'm so used to things coming. I'm just like, right, we're ready, grand job. Like, but I've hyper vigilant mode most of my life. Do you know what I mean? So if you understand that, Martina. What's brilliant, Louise? My memory for the last couple of days, guys. Yeah, so it's not hugely bad now, Madeline. I do say that it's not hugely bad, but he has a control with medication. So it was all the left side of his body. And the shuffle walking. So they were the two things that they noticed. Oh, yeah. I'm brutal, Louise. I swear to God, my memory. Like, I'm forgetting things quicker. Like, it used to be, what, 20, 30 seconds. Now it's like 5, 10 seconds. But he is. It makes me, and it's not that I worry, because I know once his mental health is in order, Uncle Liam is fine. Once his mental health is in order, that's the one thing that Uncle Liam has gone through an awful lot of depressions and addictions throughout his life as well, and he's healed. When I mean healed, like, he has so much knowledge and advice. He's off the alcohol many years. I fucking 7% on my phone. 7%. But yeah, we do have to go now, guys, because I do have to go to Uncle Liam's. But I'm just going to throw this on charge. But I thank you for all the beautiful love. And I thank you for all the beautiful, kind comments. But yeah, we have to go. I send much love. I have 38. What are we talking about? You see, they're going to distract me now again, guys. Memory ain't all that anyway, right? But it's okay, Cindy, as long as that's just still there. Hey, morning to Cleveland, I ho-oh. I can't say it. Morning to Cleveland, Nikki. Oh my God, yeah, my uncle has it all over now, and he is so bad. It can take people. It's like dementia, Madeline, because it's a neurological disease. It can take you really quickly, or it can take many years to manifest. You have 38. What do we have 38 of, sweet Louise? I love to you and your uncle. Thank you, Madeline. 38%. Oh, on your battery. See you later, Sheila. Have a great day, because that's what I was going. Look, it just have distracted me again. But yeah, thank you for all the beautiful kind love. I thank you all so much. I'll be back in the afternoon, guys. I'll be back in the afternoon. But love and light, go catch this day. It's a beautiful one. Love and light, guys. Thank you so much. It's a choice to ignore or to act or react. So just be less reactive and just don't be so harsh on yourself, even if other people are. It doesn't matter. Hello, Shawnee. James with the follow. Thank you so much. You're all right, Sophia. If anybody's trying to be rude, I just straight over the head. I ignore it. I do not react. Jilly J.R., thank you for the follow, Jilly Jr. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. User 18273927292260. It was a relationship breakdown and a house fire. And then it all just a trickle effect to come back to my home county. So, yeah. Jemaya and Emily, thank you for the follows, guys. You're so pretty. Thank you, Sophia. It is, Michael. We have to restart, guys. We just got a restriction. Give us 30 seconds less than. Well, how are you today, TC? Well, it's still a little bit raining here, though. We still have a few little bits of showers. Hey, Jackie. No, it's a choice. A very choice. I could choose not to be kind. I could choose to be bitter. I could use hatred. I could use a lot of things. But I choose not to, TC. I choose not to. Thank you, Jackie, for the love, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 10k FYP and with 30 people or 20 people in the room. Energy. Dogs. I've got 2 on the bed, so I can't be biased. I've got no cats. Yeah. I know there's a lot more to do with a dog. I think cats are very independent. So I like the dependency of dogs. I've had cats as well when I was with my ex. When we had a house together, we had cats. We'd had 3 cats. So we had Pookie, Taff, and Pookie too. So yeah, well, I've had cats. But the only cat that, well, I brought home a cat from the butcher's one time. I went over to the butcher's and came home. But it was a beautiful strawberry blonde tabby. And that's what we called her Pookie, and she was beautiful. So I always wanted a strawberry blonde tabby. If I was going to have a cat, that's the cat I would have chose. And the universe blessed me as well with a free one. Oh, Newfoundland. She's my world. They're beautiful doggies, Shawnee. You have 2 German shepherds and 4 cats. I tell you, they're better than people, David, better than people. I've got 2 cats, a dog and 2 bunnies. Fair play, Kirsty. Yeah, just 2 doggies, but I have had cats. We've had lizards, cats, turtles over the years. Geckos and bearded dragons, and I had one tattooed there. Look, there's a gecko on my leg, on the side of it that my son tattooed. Yeah, he loved geckos. So don't start this lighter. Oh, Maine Coon. Yeah, they are big, Aaron. I've seen them online. I've never seen one in real life. They're like the bobcats as well. They're big fucking, they're half lion. Well, not half. They're like tigers. But like a young cub. I had a hedgehog for 2 years. Oh, but she passed for 2 years. In your garden, do you attract the animals with their little homes? You can build little animal homes now for like birds and for hedgehogs and for for bees and stuff like that. I've seen them as well now along walkways and stuff. All the environmental stuff and saving the bees. He's only 4 months old and bigger than my fully grown cat. My God. Well, what age does a cat get fully grown at? Is it a year or something, is it? A year and a half. Yeah, and I think males are bigger than females anyway, ain't they? So somebody's comment was filtered. Oh, until they're 4. Fucking hell. So what weight do you reckon to be? About 15 kilos or something? 20 kilos? She was a pygmy hedgehog, so it would be different. Oh, you rescued her. Oh, fair play, Kirsty. That's beautiful. Sun's coming out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow. But yeah, sun's coming out, guys. No, tap the shit out of that screen, though. We love free love. Is there hair in my fucking mouth? It's my own hair. We love the free love, guys. Free love. It's just costs a bit of your energy, which is very, very precious, I know. But it's for a great cause. It's for awareness that we bring to many FYPers and random scrollers of the universe. Hey, Joan. Hello, my 4 words for. But yeah, all that's happening in the world, the energy that we give through the screen, the joys of talks, I'm telling you. I relate. But yeah, awareness. Thank you for all the love, guys. Honestly, 10k FYP. JT, thank you for joining. But yeah, someone called me to help her know my background with animals, so I took her. The hedgehogs, I've never had any experiences with them, but I've seen many. I was out walking with Sky one of the days, and she ended up finding a hedgehog in one of the hotels that I was staying in Manchester last year, actually. She didn't know what to do with it. But she's a very well-behaved doggy when we're out. We were on a Lewis the other day, and my God, she was howling like mad. Absolutely, like, do you know the way, like, huskies, like, have this... Now, she's not very vocal. She's only vocal sometimes. I wouldn't say all the time, but like to this day she was like for a series 15 minutes, like the whole fucking Lewis journey. Yeah, she was howling. I don't know at what, but there was a lot of people on it. So she comes into middle, she comes in straight in between my legs and just sits there. Or she lays down, one or the other, when we're in position. But therefore when it rains, and then therefore when it doesn't rain. It is, isn't it? That's done with bleach. She's an absolutely, look up Moon Mischief. I think it's I think it's Moon_Mischief, or just do Moon Mischief, and you'll see some of her stuff. I think it's Parapaw Collars, and she does absolutely amazing artwork. She makes her own collars for dogs. She does loads of stuff. She does leads, the whole lot. So take a look at her. She has an Instagram as well, and I think her Instagram is Parapaw Collars. And then she has a TikTok for her owl, so she has an owl called Moon. Yeah, I've been complimented on it so much. But you can tell that's Sky. Do you know what I mean? If you know what Sky looks like, you can tell that's Sky. You enjoy your day too, Kirsty. Yeah, it is very much so, Erin. You can tell. If a lot of people know the artwork, but I've seen some lovely work on it. Like, so, yeah. I absolutely love it. It is brilliant. All the arms. And there. Let's say, yeah, there. And here. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. So comfortable as well. So comfortable. Hey, Minnie, for joining. Thank you for joining. Why is it dressed in? Because I can have it that way. I chose it. Well, it was Maisie's idea. And she said, would you like a few leaves on it? And I was like, yeah, do. Throw them on. It represents me. I didn't have too bad a day, Catherine. I didn't have too bad a day, chicken. It's art, David. It's absolute art. over here a tad. Just in case. See, here we go again. Yeah, it's illegal, team, quick. It's illegal. And I'm not vaping. It's after stopping raining. Blue skies are after coming out, sun is out. But we'll see, right, if we can still reach people, if you could go ahead with the love and the likes to the page, right, and maybe spam a few hearts and bits in the chat just to see can we draw people in, because sometimes with an age restriction you can reach the FYPers, right, sometimes with a restriction, but then, yeah, because there's more coming in, so usually with a, which one is it, it's the smoking one, I think, if you get a smoking one, yeah, you don't reach FYPers. Oh, very good, Catherine, that's beautiful to hear, chicken. Did it take you ages to get back onto you? Yeah, because we're after restarting, I think, now 5 times, Mary. We're after restarting 5 times. Yeah, but 10k reaches the FYP. But that's the one thing, like, if we have a restriction... I always get thoughts in my head, but then I can't say them out loud. And oh yeah, and then I'm like, shit, I can't say that. Your favourite Lucy, hey, thank you, chicken. Some of the comments were filtered. TM, hi. Kellyanne and Stalin, say hi, guys. And Miss Lorena, say hi. Hi, guys. Tell me to say hi to you that you joined. Hi, guys, thank you for joining. Kellyanne, Stalin. That's a lovely name. Yeah, they're filtered. So maybe it could be because of the kids. I don't know yet for the summer. I haven't planned that. And Jess with the follow, thank you. Holly Thompson, hey Holly, tap, thank you, Catherine. Hey Nikki, welcome. Hey girl. Hi TM, Kathy Walker joined as well. Hey Kathy Walker. Sometimes it tells me that people joining, sometimes it doesn't, so. Hey Callum. I'm in my head. I'm here, you're there. We're everywhere. What you doing? What you doing, maybe? I'm talking to you guys, TM. If that's what I've made of that. Hey, Ella from Drogheda. You're from a sheep farm in New Zealand. Fair play, we get a lot of New Zealanders in here. Twice this morning we had 2 New Zealanders. You're nearly Tuesday there. Birdie's always singing here. Birdie's always singing. Katie Matthewson, hey, they're very wet in Donegal. I hope you're well today. It is supposed to get cold up there tonight, Katie. But yeah, it's been wet here in the morning, so it's just travelled on up to you guys. Sorry. Have patience with Mother Nature. Hey Judy 11111, thank you for joining, chicken. Hey Orla from Wexford. Yeah, I got soaked walking the doggies this morning. I love getting wet. I actually really do. As long as I have a place to go shower and change afterwards, we're good. I'd never come back wet to the tent though, that's the thing. I'm in Wicklow, Alfie. Is it Alfie? Yeah, Wicklow. I do love Monster Jaden. I do. It is my favourite. I've got a whole heap of ones to go back down to the return bank. Don't let me get me started on that. They're punishing you for buying stuff. Hey Cindy, hey. I am good, Catherine. How are you today, my love? I love Monster. I love Monster. I was like, where the fuck is Storm? She's over in on her own bed. I was like, she's not on the bed. I know the return thing. Do not get me started, Aaron. Yeah, you're being punished for going and buying stuff for yourself, like. Good to hear, Catherine. Good to hear. No, I do not live on the streets, Callum. Yeah, you pay it. Exactly, chicken. Exactly. Victoria, thank you for the follow, chicken. Hey, Bridget. I live in Wicklow, my love. It is sunny out now. Blue skies have come out. Showers have gone. Yeah, I think you need to ring the what's the secretary in the Portlaoise bathrooms. I don't think it's very good saying it here, chicken. You're not going to get much help in this room. Not that we don't give help, we do, but that's not a situation that we can help with. I hope you're having a brilliant day too, Bridget. I hope you are too, chicken. Yeah, I read it. Lots of walkies with the doggies. We had to do shopping twice, but we did it in the one go. We had to do 2 shops, but in the one go. I do my shopping and Uncle Liam's shopping. English isn't English, and it needs to do, yes. It's maybe the fingers ain't fingering to do what they need to do the English ain't Englishing. I'm 45, Abby, I'm 45. See, the fingers need to finger first before the English comes to the Englishing. In my head. Most of the time. Most of the time. Not a day over 21, I'm telling you. Yes, I'm 45. Fucking hell, nearly 5 years from 50 years old. Half a century old, lads. I don't really have a favourite food. I like a bacon sandwich, but that's probably what I'd eat mostly is bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. I saw the light and it saw me. And here you are. Goodbye. I love a bacon roll, clown. Love a bacon roll. Nearly 4 years, Joseph. Nearly 4 years. 4th spring, 4th summer coming into. I'll come out this way with it. Hey, Aisling. Tap the shit out of that screen, guys, if anybody knows. Whatever many people we have in the room, 10k FYP. Nope, I don't get sick of outside. And I don't get sick outside either. I haven't been sick in 7 years. Darla, thank you for the join. I keep on saying thank you for the, because it just feels like it's a join. Amy joined. Hey, Amy. Rachel Fox. Hey, Rachel. I don't know why it's doing that there only the last couple of days. Like, it never tells me that people join and say hi. Say hi, people join. Hi, people. Good evening, good evening. Hey, Jessie, Marianne. Look at the fight. My God, the fucking tobacco. Good eye, good eye, good eye. Haven't saw you in forever. That's okay, Amy. I've just been back the last couple of days. It's not been forever. It's only been a week and a half. I saw the light and it saw me. Hello. Hello, Holly, Owen. Bam, hello. H13, hello. No, they could be filtered, Ryan. They could be filtered chicken. Hey, Geraldine. Getting your 420 now. Go on, Lorraine. Come join me. We went for a walkies to the beach and had an ice cream. I didn't share. Have a guess. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Wicklow. Summertime.